Hi, my name is Victor Benjamin.
SRD Miguel is my name.
My name is DOLBAF'23.
Hey, I'm Samuel Agina.
My name is Efosa Oluwatosineweka.
My name is Usaragwe Amayango.
Hello, great people. My name is Francis Imariabe, the convener of DOLBAF conference. DOLBAF is a conference that seeks to make the African youth enumerate in all spheres of human endeavor, in their businesses, in their finances, in their relationships, and all aspects of human interaction.
Your price is different. These are the words that I heard from meetings that totally transformed my life, and we are bringing such meetings to the meeting.
The vision we have is going to set a tone that this event will be a reference in the next 30 years. That people's lives, their business will transform just because they attended.
Relationship is the currency, and DOLBAF will afford you the opportunity to make connections that will last you a lifetime.
We have an amazing lineup of speakers for this conference. We have Bishop Feb Idahosa, we have Olakunle Soriyo, and John Obidi.
I'm here to talk to you about one of our exciting and amazing speakers, Dr. Feb Idahosa. He will be teaching on the subject matter about business and leadership, specifically how to build sustainable businesses that will last over 100 years. We're going to be learning about business structures, business systems.
John Obidi is an amazing man. He's one of the brightest and creative minds that we have in Africa. He's an international speaker that teaches practical ways on how to elevate your life above the limitations of the third world. And then we have PK. Wow, PK is an amazing teacher. He's the kind of guy that teaches you and you plan for 20 years, 30 years ahead of your life.
So why attend? To be transformed, inspired, and then get access to privileged information that will set you on a path to greatness and global dominance.
DOLBAF Benin is just the maiden edition, and we're going to have DOLBAF USA, DOLBAF Canada, DOLBAF Kigali, and South Africa.
Biggest transformative conference is happening live in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria.
DOLBAF conference will be holding November 4th, 2023.
I'm excited, and I'm sure you are. Have you gotten your ticket? If you haven't, click the link below now to get your ticket. We have the basic, the standard, and the executive.
Definitely, this is an event you want to be part of.
It's going to be an amazing conference, and I look forward to seeing everyone.
DOLBAF 2023, inspire, collaborate, and dominate!
Audacity is your ally. Timidity is your foe. You don't need it. You must be bold on what you want. This is what I want. You must be bold on it, and you must walk circumspectly towards it. So I leave it today. Everything you are doing now has a compounding in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. Time and choice, two things you have. How are you working with it? Audacity is your ally. Timidity is your foe. You don't need it. You must be bold on what you want. This is what I want. You must be bold on it, and you must walk circumspectly towards it. So I leave it today. Everything you are doing now has a compounding in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. Time and choice, two things you have. How are you working with it? Audacity is your ally. Timidity is your foe. You don't need it. You must be bold on what you want. This is what I want. You must be bold on it, and you must walk circumspectly towards it. So I leave it today. Everything you are doing now has a compounding in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. Time and choice, two things you have. How are you working with it? Audacity is your ally. Timidity is your foe. You don't need it. You must be bold on what you want. This is what I want. You must be bold on it, and you must walk circumspectly towards it. So I leave it today. Everything you are doing now has a compounding in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. Time and choice, two things you have. How are you working with it? Audacity is your ally. Timidity is your foe. You don't need it. You must be bold on what you want. This is what I want. You must be bold on it, and you must.
If you don't have perfume, go and hug someone that has perfume. and you will smell like them. If you hang around the right people, they begin to rub off on you. More than hearing from God even, the secret of greatness is action. Somebody is waiting for you to break a record. Someone is waiting for you to be bold enough to try something because they are waiting for you. Once you do it, they will follow. If you don't have perfume, go and hug someone that has perfume and you will smell like them. If you hang around the right people, they begin to rub off on you. More than hearing from God even, the secret of greatness is action. Somebody is waiting for you to break a record. Someone is waiting for you to be bold enough to try something because they are waiting for you. Once you do it, they will follow. If you don't have perfume, go and hug someone that has perfume and you will smell like them. If you hang around the right people, they begin to rub off on you. More than hearing from God even, the secret of greatness is action. Somebody is waiting for you to break a record. Someone is waiting for you to be bold enough to try something because they are waiting for you. Once you do it, they will follow. If you don't have perfume, go and hug someone that has perfume and you will smell like them. If you hang around the right people, they begin to rub off on you. More than hearing from God even, the secret of...
Hi, my name is Victor Benjamin.
SRD is my name.
My name is DOLBAF'23.
Hey, I'm Samuel Agina.
My name is Efosa Oluwatosin.
My name is Usaragwe Amaramo.
Hello, great people. My name is Francis Imariabe, the convener of DOLBAF conference. DOLBAF is a conference that seeks to make the African youth dominate in all spheres of human endeavor, in their businesses, in their finances, in their relationships, and all aspects of human interaction.
Your price is different. These were the words that I heard from meetings that totally transformed my life. And we are bringing such meetings to the meeting.
The vision we have is going to set a tone that this event will be a reference in the next 30 years. That people's lives, their business will transform just because they attended.
Relationship is the currency, and DOLBAF will afford you the opportunity to make connections that will last you a lifetime.
We have an amazing lineup of speakers for this conference. We have Bishop Feb Idahosa, we have Olakunle Sorio, and John Obidi.
I'm here to talk to you about one of our exciting and amazing speakers, Dr. Feb Idahosa. He will be teaching on the subject matter about business and leadership, specifically how to build sustainable businesses that will last over 100 years. We're going to be learning about business structures, business systems.
John Obidi is an amazing man. He's one of the brightest and creative minds that we have in Africa. He's an international speaker that teaches practical ways on how to elevate your life above the limitations of the third world. And then we have PK. Wow, PK is an amazing teacher. He's the kind of guy that teaches you and you plan for 20 years, 30 years ahead of your life.
So why attend? To be transformed, inspired, and then get access to privileged information that will set you on a path to greatness and global dominance.
DOLBAF Benin is just the maiden edition, and we're going to have DOLBAF USA, DOLBAF Canada, DOLBAF Kigali, and South Africa.
Biggest transformative conference is happening live in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria.
DOLBAF conference will be holding November 4th, 2023.
I'm excited, and I'm sure you are. Have you gotten your ticket? If you haven't, click the link below now to get your ticket. We have the basic, the standard, and the executive.
Definitely, this is an event you want to be part of.
It's going to be an amazing conference, and I look forward to seeing everyone.
DOLBAF' 2023 Inspire, Collaborate, and Dominate!
Hi, my name is Victor Benjamin.
SRD is my name.
My name is DOLBAF'23.
Hey, I'm Samuel Agina.
My name is Efosa Oluwatosin.
My name is Usaragwe Amaramo.
Hello, great people. My name is Francis Imariabe, the convener of DOLBAF conference. DOLBAF is a conference that seeks to make the African youth dominate in all spheres of human endeavor, in their businesses, in their finances, in their relationships, and all aspects of human interaction.
Your price is different. These were the words that I heard from meetings that totally transformed my life. And we are bringing such meetings to the meeting.
The vision we have is going to set a tone that this event will be a reference in the next 30 years. That people's lives, their business will transform just because they attended.
Relationship is the currency, and DOLBAF will afford you the opportunity to make connections that will last you a lifetime.
We have an amazing lineup of speakers for this conference. We have Bishop Feb Idahosa, we have Olakunle Soriyo, and John Obidi.
I'm here to talk to you about one of our exciting and amazing speaker, Dr. Feb Idahosa. He will be teaching on the subject matter about business and leadership, specifically how to build sustainable businesses that will last over 100 years. We're going to be learning about business structures, business systems.
John Obidi is an amazing man. He's one of the brightest and creative minds that we have in Africa. He's an international speaker that teaches practical ways on how to elevate a life above the limitations of the third world. And then we have PK. Wow, PK is an amazing teacher. He's the kind of guy that teaches you and you plan for 20 years, 30 years ahead of your life.
So why attend? To be transformed, inspired, and then get access to privileged information that will set you on a path to greatness and global dominance.
DOLBAF Benin is just the maiden edition, and we're going to have DOLBAF USA, DOLBAF Canada, DOLBAF Kigali, and South Africa.
Biggest transformative conference
Comfort. Okay, hi guys. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you had a wonderful day. First of all, I want to apologize for the delay, and I believe my apology is accepted. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome once again to the final series for today. We've had amazing time. It's the last Sundays that have passed. It's been from one topic to another. It's been a moment of learning, unlearning every other thing that is not profitable and gaining new knowledge. And for me, it's been really, really transforming. And I'm excited that today we are finally rounding up. And guess what? Today's topic is one that is super, I don't even have the word to qualify today's experience, okay? All I want you to do is to reach out to your friends, put it on your WhatsApp status, share it on Facebook, let them know that we are live and it's going to be an amazing time. So welcome once again. If you know you're excited, I just want you to drop some powerful emoji for me on the comment section so I can see that. So if you are still here and you are not following us on on Facebook, our community, on Instagram, hey guys, what are you doing? That's not right at all. So do well to follow us on our social media handles. Go on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we promise you to have loads and loads of value from every of our social media platforms. So welcome once again. Today we are having, and I'm going to have an amazing time, and I want you to sit back, relax, and listen. Guess what? We are a few days away to the amazing 4th of November. If you are excited, I want you to show that to me on the comments area, because for me, I cannot wait. Like, I think it's Saturday already. I cannot wait, and it's going to be an amazing time and nothing short of it. So you are welcome once again. If you have not bought your tickets, I want to believe that everyone watching me right now has purchased their ticket, but if you haven't, please do well to click on the comment section. I believe the link is there. Get your ticket and secure your destiny. Don't joke about this at all. Please do well, get your tickets and be a part of this life transforming event. So because of time, we're not going to waste much of our time. We're just going to go right into what we're here today to learn and to be better. So we have we have our amazing speakers that are ready for us today to teach us and take us through what it means to live a life of power and purpose. And I'm going to be inviting the first speaker. Please, just a minute. welcome back, guys. Sorry for the little delay. So today I'm going to welcome just fast. I'm going to bring on our amazing speaker for tonight. She's an amazing lady that is full of so much wisdom. One lady that you cannot sit under and not have sense. Okay, it's not possible. So I'm going to make welcome Miss Faith Azegbemi. She's a writer and a thought leader. I want you to show her some love on the comment section. Let's welcome this amazing lady that would be teaching us for tonight. Show us some love on the comment section as we make welcome Miss Faith Azegbemi, a thought leader and a writer. Please let's make welcome our wonderful speaker for tonight. Okay. Hi, good evening. Good evening. Oh my God. Finally. You're welcome. You're welcome, Faith. Welcome. Can you hear me?
Hi, Efusa. Can you hear me? Good evening.
I can hear you clearly. Oh my God. I'm so excited to.
Very interestingly, immediately you came up, my network just went out. So
oh my
I don't know
God.
if it's wow.
So sorry about that. You are welcome. So excited to finally see your face. Welcome, Faith. We are happy to have you here tonight. And we are really anticipating because we know you've got so much value to share with us tonight. So I'm just going to step aside while you take the stage and deal right with the topic for tonight. You're welcome.
No, by the special grace of God, you're not stepping aside because you're the only audience. So, good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Efosa, could you kindly come back so that I can at least see you? Since I can't see every other person, just let me know if you can. Don't worry, you can mute yourself. I just need to see your beautiful face. It's going to encourage me. Thank you. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here. I'm so excited to be here, even if I'm supposed to be out of here by 8:30 and it's already 8:30, but God will help me. So yeah, we are talking about living a life of purpose and power. I think that at top of mind, I was thinking that this was just going to be sort of conversational. I didn't know that I had to actually speak, but no wahala. No wahala. So yeah, I want you guys to engage me in the chat. Once it's 9 p.m. on the dot, I'm out of here by God's grace. So please engage me so that we can, make productive use of this time together. So when you hear living a life of purpose and power, what comes to mind for you? I want you to put that in the chat. What comes to mind for you? Purpose is a word that is thrown around a lot, right? A whole lot of people throw the word around, my purpose, and I'll try to be mild, and it's disturbing, right? It's quite disturbing what we attribute purpose to. It's quite disturbing how we perceive purpose to be. I think that there are various extremes, right? We have the religious extreme, right? That sort of says that you have to keep praying to God to tell you what your purpose is, which is quite erroneous, right? And so if you are sitting on that table, just respectfully come down, okay? Then we have the philosophical angle, right? The people that says no purpose, just choose one thing and do. Makes sense, but it doesn't make complete sense, right? So when you think, I'm not saying, or is it just from my end? I'm not seeing anything in the chat yet. When we think of, living a life of purpose and power, what comes to mind for you? If there's anything up, Efosa, you could just help me put it up so I could see it, because I'm not seeing the chats right now. Yeah, what comes to mind? The truth is purpose and power are twins. And it's very interesting because I think I just started to engage with Francis. And when he said I was going to come up for this pre-conference series, I was quite curious on what he would have me speak on. And when I saw Living a Life of Hope, I'm like, where did this guy pull this out from? Where did you pull this out from? Like, why purpose and power? But purpose goes along with power. True purpose goes with power. Is there anything in the chat, or I should just go on? It's like nobody wants to say anything.
Please just go on, Ma.
Does? All right. All right. So yeah, like I said, a lot of times when we talk about purpose, living a life of purpose, we stand on various extremes. It's either we are thinking that, especially as religious people, I know that I am speaking to a diverse crowd, and our religious dispositions and beliefs, inclinations, and biases would be different. However, right, many times we stand on the pedestal of, okay, I need to wait for a supreme being, quote unquote God, right, quote unquote, whatever it is that you believe. I need that sort of epiphany to tell me this is your purpose, right? So a lot of times we are expecting faith, my beloved daughter, this is what is cut out for you to do, and this is what you must do and do alone. And while this seems true, while there is a whole lot of storytelling that sort of makes this seem true, it's just spooky stuff, right? It's just spooky stuff, because your purpose, right? Hello, Francis. So good to see you. So because hi, yeah. So because your purpose, right? You cannot, when something is created, right? You do not need. Let me use an example. When you buy your phone, when you get a phone or a device, you don't go and start asking the manufacturer of that device again, right? I need to start finding, how do I know how to use this device? Why? Because everything you need to know is in the package of the device. And so we have the personal intelligence. Now, this is not to circumvent the place of spiritual alignment for those that believe in spirituality. But it's important for us to understand that there is a level of sovereignty that we have as humans that affords us the opportunity to be able to see who we really are. The reality, however, is that we do not like to do the deep work of seeing ourselves. We do not like to do the deep work of seeing ourselves. We do not like to do the deep work of thinking. We do not like to do the deep work of, defining and creating a compelling image of where we want to be, of who we know we are. Because here is the reality. The reality is the insight, the wisdom for your life is already locked up on your inside. And there is something I always tell people, whether proteges or clients, whoever, it is coach. Nobody is going to give you. I know that there are a whole lot of blueprints, 5 ways to find your purpose, 5 ways to walk in your purpose, your gift. Those things, it is humans trying to make sense of something transcendental. And the thing with transcendental intelligence is that it's on a personal level. It's the reason why you will read all the books, right? You will read all the books. You will go for all the conferences. You attend all the events, and you it's just like you're on a high. When you, for example, many of you, when you listen to me now, it's like, wow. But by tomorrow, by tomorrow, you are going to be doom scrolling on social media, and you are telling yourself, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And the challenge with this is that it is the bed of everything that we do, is the bed of how we engage, is the bed of our significance, is the bed for our sense of meaning. And I'm going to come to meaning shortly, because it does not just end at purpose, right? We are also excited. Purpose was my purpose, but we fail to realize meaning. And I'm coming to that shortly. So it's very important and very critical that we are able to do the deep work to pull the wisdom out of ourselves. That's what purpose is. It's who you are, right? And you cannot know who you are if you don't have the discipline to sit with yourself. And so many times, bring somebody to me who says, I'm confused, I don't have. The only thing I can show you is someone who is busy with everything, who is curious about everything but themselves. Because the greatest form of curiosity that you can have is curiosity about yourself. Because curiosity about yourself is what even teaches you mastery. It is what shows you who you are. It's how you step into your personal power. Because when you're curious about yourself, you understand your inclinations, you understand your proclivities. I think I posted on Facebook the other day that when you don't understand your proclivities, your biases, your inclinations, anything that happens, you will call it either God or devil. Because you don't even know that this is just a personal narrative. You don't know. Right? Is the reason why in Africa, for example, and it's not wrong, I'm not saying that that's wrong. In Africa, for example, owning something as necessary, something as critical and essential as a car is such a big deal. It's because inherently that is what our narrative is.
Yeah. Speak on.
Exactly. Right? So a lot of times most of the things we call miracles, we call testimonies, and I'm not trying to demean the place of your beliefs and all of that. Don't get me wrong. And don't hear what I'm not saying, because religious people, our antenna will just start shooting up. Don't hear what I'm not saying, right? And a lot of times we don't realize that these things, we've built up these intelligences around us that we now start to label what we attract, thinking is either God or is the devil. Do you see? And so it's in sitting down with yourself that you understand your proclivities, you understand your inclinations, you understand your strength, you understand your weaknesses, you understand your personal power. One of my greatest gifts, right, is not a gift that is posted that people monetize, but I tell you, it's the bed of everything I do. It's not writing, it's not speaking, it's the bed of every single thing that I do. And the reason why I could uncover this as my single most significant gift is because I'm curious about myself. For example, and pardon me that I'm diverting, but we are going to get to a Can you hear me? It went blank for a sec.
Yeah, sure.
Can you hear me?
Powerful. Can you hear you now?
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, thank you. Yeah. So I said I'm going to pack it like shuku somewhere, right? So yeah, a lot of times, for example, we label our emotions. this person is jealous, I'm envious, I'm angry, and we have a whole lot of narratives around what is good and what is bad, failing to realize that as humans, we are plainly human. We are neither good nor bad. We are human. It is our experience and our engagement with our humanity in the context of our cultural experience that define what is good or bad. Right? And so, for example, you see stuff, right? Probably you're scrolling on social media, and that's the age we are in right now, where you're scrolling on social media, and everybody has their carefully curated nonsense that seems like intelligence, and you just start to feel so see this person word, right? I remember somebody who I met in Benin. Then somebody came to my house and he was like, Faith, do you know that whenever I read your post, I used to feel intimidated? I was like, me, you that when I see you, I feel like, who is this Efiko? Who is this Efiko? This guy is a Socrates. Do you see? Now I'm just saying that to say that many times when we feel envious, we feel all of these feelings. It is not for us to even label. Those are avenues, intelligences pointing us to who we are to pay attention to. Right? I was having a conversation with someone and she said, I'm envious of this person. And while we uncovered it, I said, no, you should not block the person because you are envious of the person. You're not envious of the person. This is the actual challenge. The actual challenge is that you are envious because this person is able to do what you are resisting doing. You are envious because this person has been able to isolate an idea, isolate a sense of meaning, and they are so rigorously pursuing after it. They are so rigorously chasing after it, excellently churning it out, while you are procrastinating on it. So you are not envious of the person, you are envious of the experience that the person is giving you because it's a reflection of what you are not doing. Do you see? So I am saying all of this to say that as humans, we are a bundle of intelligence to be able to hone our purpose and step into power. But how can we hone it if we don't even know how to pay attention? I realize that even as religious people, believers, Christians, even atheists, because everybody believes in something these days. It's rare to see who doesn't believe in anything, right? Everybody believes in something. And you see people are trying to just outsource their own ability to critically see themselves. Because every single thing, God has already placed it in you. And it is your responsibility to be able to pay attention, because in your paying attention, that is when you're able to step into power.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Faith. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's a superb experience. There's this narrative. They'll tell you that on purpose. Purpose is one. That's why I say the myth of purpose, right? So, someone was saying recently, this saying that was overing on. It's still overrun, right? Like anything that makes you angry, it's your purpose. Like I was saying that as someone living in third world, a lot of things will make you, even driving, the network, everything will make you angry. So, where is the place of you having mastery of a superpower, right? How can you fine tune it, right? How can you refine your how can you discover your superpower, right? Because every one of us have something genetically or so that we're so good. We have super. Some people they can speak, some people they can write, some people they can, they're artistic, right? Some people are just amazing. Some people they just have those natural proclivity, right? So how do we then, looking at it, like I say, it's a myth. I'm going to tell you, anything that makes you angry is a cut to your purpose. If you are living in the third world, every day, or you are in Lagos now, the traffic situation, so it's definitely going to make you angry. It's definitely going to make you upset. And you're going to see some things that are not just right. There are many. So how can one harness, right? There are those who know their superpower. There are those who doesn't know it. So you talk about curiosity, which is very, very essential. How can we come into that element, right? How can we come into that place of being curious about ourselves, right? How can we come into that place as newbies, people that we're just coming up? How can we come into that place of curiosity? How can we come into that place that we can actually understand our skill and our assets, right? Without looking for the validation of people, because many people are not doing anything because many times they are seeking validation, right? And people giving you validation many times on many grounds. Humans are wonderful. They are wonderful species. They only give you advice that we favor their cause. Because everything is driven on agenda, right? So that freedom to actually, there's rarity in seeing leaders that are actually want to make you thrive, want to make you do well. I always say, but there's two type of leaders. There's Laban, there's Abraham. If you're biblically inclined, Abraham will just want to, okay, you're doing amazing. It doesn't mind if you are better than him or lower, but he just want to see the good in you. Then they are the Laban. they will shrink you, right? They will give you advice that will lead you astray to favor their cause. So how do you then come into that place of curiosity and think for yourself and not depending on validity of man, but rather each person's thought, philosophy, and idea is to sponsor, meaning supposedly someone that you listen to or it should sponsor your resolve. How can you come to that place of curiosity to understand yourself, your superpower, and not being, put in a box by a man?
That's such a brilliant question, right? And the reality of it is, so I don't sound repetitive. I don't want to repeat the word curiosity because it may seem, how do I become curious? But the simple word is the skill of paying attention. I'll give you an example, right? When you get a new device, let's say your phone, a PS5, whatever device, because you have that device, you want to explore that device, right? Because many of us, it's not now that we are using phones and come on, right? I don't know about you. My own phone evolution was terrible, right? Because phone was first transferred to me before I was able to buy phone for myself. Right? And so when you have a new device, right, there is a level of childlike excitement. But many times now, but with a phone, because a phone is a tool for distraction, so it's easy to even pursue curiosity with your phone, right? Because once you handle the device, you want to go everywhere. You want to see how this works. How can I change from light mode to dark mode if you are like me? How can I do this? How can I do that? Or when you get on a new social media platform, you want to try everything. How can I do this reels, right? And as you're doing it, but many times transferring this, no, let me not transfer it. You'll find that a lot of us, when you are searching your phone and you are doing all these things, how can I use this? You are not even paying attention to how is this, you're not critically paying attention to how was this done. Do you see? So let's say you want to study how, now Instagram is doing reels. I want to post reels. You are not paying attention so that you can really be a master in that thing. It's the reason why new social media platforms will keep coming on and we'll keep hopping, being excited, curious. Okay, this is how I tweet. This is how I thread. This is how I post on LinkedIn. But if you are not intentional about cultivating that skill of paying attention, pursuing that excitement that comes with that new thing, then you can't sustain it. So coming to our personal lives, how can you be curious? It is simply by cultivating the skill of paying attention. I'll give you an example. You're scrolling the streets of social media, right? And you are reading a copy. And as you are reading the copy, before you know it, you bring out your card. Swipe. I must pay for this, right? Maybe it's a copywriting course or a Facebook ads course. I know that's the thing that is reigning amongst young people now. Or it's a Facebook ads course, right? And you're reading it. You realize that if you are critical, many times the problem there is not your problem. It's a problem that the copy gave you, right? It's a problem that it gave you. Now, what you can start to do, which is what I do, is when I go through a copy like that and I want to pay, maybe I could not pay because I could not afford at that time, or I could pay instantly, is to ask yourself why. Simply why. The challenge is many times we don't want to do that work of critical questioning. Ask yourself why. I just spoke to somebody in this manner. Why? I just thought of something like this. Why? Always ask yourself, and do not stay on the surface. When you ask yourself why and you produce an answer, take it again another layer of why. Produce another answer. Take it again another layer of why. Produce another answer. So the way to be curious is to cultivate that skill of paying attention. It's really it's that simple but so hard, because we rather just, it's the way we do on social media now. We hop from trend to trend. It's how we do with our lives, right? We just move. We are not sitting down to, many of us don't even know how to internalize seasons in our lives. You are just moving. So yeah, Francis, that's it.
That's a very, very, very powerful one, right? Guys, I hope you're learning something. I'm learning something very, very deep right now. Faith is an amazing personality. Okay, let's look at the idea of, we talked about paying attention, which is very essential, right? So many of us don't pay attention, and it's critical. Then power, there's people that want to do something, they already have a clue to what they want to do, right? They already have a desire towards it. Then inertia sets in, right? Inertia just means you're drawing back, you're not paying, you're not doing what you ought to do, right? So you're talking when you came in about someone being jealous and all of that. So they see someone doing the same thing, right? So how do you, as a young person, how do you break that inertia, knowing that this what I've gotten? Many times we don't get the full picture of what you want to do, but you just have to dig in. You just have to hit the ground running, right? So how do you break that inertia and come into a place of actually being audacious about what you do? Do you get? This is faith. This faith, right? In this faith, a speaker, a thinker, or how do you actually come into that being, right? Do you get? How do you come into that being without allowing distractions come into your way? Right? You're focused on your mission and everything you're doing. How do you come into that space in your mind, and how do you enforce that? Right? I hope you get what I'm asking. The question I'm asking, right?
I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you. So the reality is, on a personal level, I'm so intoxicated about being the very best version of myself. And the reason is because I have paid attention to myself too much to know that I'm a big deal. There's no to me. No matter what you do, right? No matter what field you play in, my life and my work is a personal project. And so I think that a lot of times when you talk about inertia, right, when people, you start to draw back, probably because you see what somebody else is doing, it's because a lot of times the narrative that we've been sold and that we believe is wrong. We've been
Can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us? Let me know in the comment section if you can. If you're following us up, yeah. Seems a net or something. Hello, guys. I trust you're learning something. Let me see in the comment section. I trust you're learning something tonight. Let me see that in the comment section. All right. It seems Faith went over something. So it's an amazing experience talking about the purpose, power, living a life of purpose and power. She has been able to talk about the fact that many times what we'll call purpose, as it were, it's based on our religious belief and all of that, right? So, and it's very, very essential. DOLBAF is coming up. DOLBAF is this week, right? It's this week Saturday, right? It's gonna be a deluge. See, what we're looking for you. You have never seen it before. You've never experienced it before. All right, Faith is up again. Welcome back, Faith.
Thank you. I really don't know what's happening tonight. My network is usually so strong and everything is just well. So
third word demons. Third word demons. They are saying you want to touch their purpose.
Yes. So you like I was saying, I said a lot of what we've been taught about purpose, mission, vision, assignments is that selfless is about the world. And what I get that sentiment, while it's first selfish. And what does that mean? It means that it is first for you. It is first through you, rather, from you for others. It is not necessarily for you, but it is from you. And because it is from you, it has to purify you. And so many times we are so focused on, this is the analogy I like to give, right? The source of vision, right? Ideas, your assignment is transcendental, whether you believe in God or not. It's a tank. That tank is connected to a pipe, which is connected to a tap, right? Now, that pipe is you. And the tap, underneath that tap is a bucket. The bucket is the world, right? The bucket is your client. The bucket is your audience. Do you see that? Now, that source is going to go through the pipe, into the tap, into the bucket. It's easy to think that what is coming is just going to the bucket. But no, what's happening first? What's happening is that it is first going through the pipe, which is you. You are the pipe, before it's going into that bucket. And so we need to first start to see things. We need to first start to see our, ideas, our goals as an intelligence for being rather than a means to blow, right? Rather than a means to be the next big thing. We need to first realize that we are first that big thing. The world has not just seen it yet. They are going to catch up later. They've not just seen it yet.
This is a very powerful, your thoughts. If someone is not very intelligent and intentional, he may miss out of it, right? There's also this place of actually, when you tell people that, be valuable, money will come to you. They're like, but I need the money. Do you know that some of the greatest people we celebrate today, I use Nelson Mandela as a case study many times. We celebrate today. It was during his time was not supposedly wealthy, as it were, but the replica of what he has done today has even gravitated to a point that he has a day in the UN given to him.
Yeah.
Mother Teresa too. She wasn't like, but she has, people still celebrate them today, right? So there is this aspect of, I know many people, it's all about money, this or that. Well, you need to tell people that, there is a place of you being so valuable that on the larger ground, as you have more value, something I posted one time, I said, the more valuable you are, the more money you make. So do not chase money.
That's right.
Your being, like you just said, you need to shine forth the light. So the more you shine for the light of that being, the more you sharpen, your skill, whatever you're doing, whatever, as it were, purpose, as it were, that, you find your cause doing, the more kings see what you're doing, and patronage come in that regard. So the more you become valuable, the more money you get to make. But do not focus on that money. People miss up a lot on that. We say this because you have money. No. That's the thing. So when people get to a job, I tell them, okay, you're getting a job. Get a job to learn something, to become. Because once you become, nothing can remove that from you. You get so there is always this point of, I believe this is the point of, we miss this being. That is why we are carried away. This one. Can you focus on your lane? Because when you focus on you as a being, like you said, focus on your own person, everything else is going to gravitate towards you. The resources,
exactly.
It's going to gravitate. So when you and you're not going to lose steam. There's some people who are doing this thing like after 1 year, after 6 months, you get not to hear from them again. Why? Because they do not grow. They didn't grow into that, and the era of fake it and all of that. So they miss the growth process. They miss the process of their refinement, as it were. So because when you miss the process of refinement, forget it. You're not going to produce at elite level.
True, that's right.
You're not going to produce at elite level. Let's say, okay, let's use public speaker as an example right now. Maybe that's your superpower. You're good in it. Your first focus, some persons, I meet them and they do some things and like, okay, you just know that they cannot be great. You said they're like, they cannot, because if you like pray fast, they say, you're saying, I said, okay, if you think I'm a pastor, forget those things. I'm telling you that there's some things you do, you cannot be great because you just standing on in public speaking. For you to be, you should be, anywhere you see people speaking or anything, can I volunteer? Can I do this? You should be in refining your being, right? You should do it for free. Do it for free because in that you are refining that gift. And there are people that you just come up, they speak for 5 minutes and they pay them millions of dollars, millions of nairas as well. Why? Because they've refined that thing. But we are just in a haste, right? We are in a haste. So if someone come and they say, okay, how much are you? Are you so poor that it's money that is your problem? Right? So I believe we miss it on our being, refining that thing, right? Because when we miss it there, we are all out for the money, the this, the that, the that. And, it's been said scientifically that for you to become an expert in something, you need about 10,000 hours. So that means you have to be refining this thing. Speaking to, like, it's probably like you have to be speaking yourself in the mirror, anywhere there is gathering. Like, I tell my people that anytime there is, like I finish speaking right now, you are always ask questions. We're in the meeting with PK when you iterated this thing too. I don't know if you remember that meeting with him. So it's always like that. So you should just have avenue. Do not focus on the cash. Focus on you refining that thing. There are some speakers today, when they speak, you're like, where is this guy from? How has he just be going? Right. Because these guys have refined this thing. And if they tell you that, because when I hear people's story, when I read biographies a lot, I'm not looking at this limelight that this person is. What I'm looking at is the sacrifice this person that made.
Skills of great people, ability to read biographies. You should better take note of that. Skill of great people.
See, life hack. Go to the see, these are the things that people like. Okay, refine this thing. And thank you for iterating that, because when you refine this thing, forget. I always tell people this. When you're good, with time, money will catch up. Money is just number. I will tell them that, see, 10 million is big to you, 20 million is big to you, 100 million is because you are not used to the number. The more you're used to the number, the more you are comfortable in that. So,
Francis,
yeah.
If a house, right, a house in your area is on fire. Will you be calling everybody to come and see me? Oh, I'm burning. Come and see me. Oh, I'm burning. No. Streets ahead
We are
would be
going to
feeling
see
this.
powerful thoughts.
It's the thing is, many of us, we have our own is flame. It's not yet fire. So the world cannot even watch you burn. They have to watch you burn, not your fragrance, not your flame.
They want to see your fire burn, not your flames. What?
Exactly. Many of us, we have flame, and we are blowing it. You people should come. You are not seeing me. You people should come. God, no. Keep putting.
So you begin to engage in all type of virtues, like the trend becomes your lead magnet. So you jump at every trend. Those the one that doesn't fit. How can kings honor you? Look at what you put out, and you're saying, see, there are some people that they can't reach some ceilings because you're jumping on any trend. I say you're a thought leader. Your thought is not thoughting, right?
Let's not go there.
You're a speaker. You may just be making some little money here and there. You can't be entrusted with true wealth, right? Because you are not positioning yourself as regatta. You're just moved by the trend. You are moved by the flames. Right? So this is actually a very, very, very powerful session. Guys, if you have a question for Faith, please drop it. Faith I'm trying to make Faith come to our level. Some of us on this call right now. Because she can speak, and if you are not intellectually inclined, you may just miss out. Right? So if you have a question, you can drop it in the comment section. Let's just navigate through that, right? I hope you guys are learning something. Faith, are you there? Are you still there with us? Guys, I trust you're learning something. This is a powerful set. This is Koboko night and deliverance for many persons, right? I hope you're learning something. Let me see that in the comment section. Let me see that in the comment section, guys. You can drop a question, guys. Drop a question, guys, if you have a question. So one thing you must begin to realize is that as you navigate, one thing you must begin to realize, you navigate through life, you must focus on your personal development. See, I will never emphasize. That's why I always have one of my favorite saying is, the greatest investment is in yourself. Inflation cannot take that from you. Currency devaluation cannot take that from you. So you must, as a matter of urgency, invest in the government of you. Are you there? Okay. That will be so. That's why I always say that the greatest is in yourself. Your exposure. Many times our limiting beliefs is just based on the exposure we have, the expenses we have. You get. So even what we call purpose. Change location.
See, you see what we call purpose. Let me tell you. Let me say this out here. Most of what we call purpose in Nigeria is black mindset. It's not purpose.
Kai.
It's once you change,
you have scattered the table.
Change your exposure, it will reveal to you the depth at which you can engage. Many of us are still doing surface level stuff, and you are saying you are global. Global what?
Is that global? No. Like, a lot of persons do not understand this thing. So I always say this, that your environment is more powerful than your whipper. Forget it. You can make confession from nothing tomorrow. You understand? If you are in some places, you will never experience, a level of intentionality.
True.
That's one thing I do, and I always tell people around me to do is how I called the budget for, experiencing new environments. All right? Experiencing new environments. it helps
Powerful.
you, harness a lot of things.
That's
You know,
right.
this year alone, I traveled to over 8 countries. I traveled to over 8 countries this year,
Wow.
and that itself, see, there are just some things that forget. Forget. Google can never provide it. There are some, there are some experiences that no matter ChatGPT can never give you. You must be there to experience it. So your environment is more powerful than your willpower. There's some things we do today, like we are running this event right now. We are spending millions. Like we spent like the money for, and I told my guys we are giving our speakers business class. Like, so we say, you want to waste money. You see the mindset. When I'm already having a mindset of, guy, maybe the next 2-3, we're going to run into private jets. Because you may tell me that I want to travel by road to this place. See, what you experience in God is good mottos. Sorry if I'm calling names of companies. And what you experience on a plane, there are two different realities.
Very true.
And I have confirmed it. One of my guys even confirmed it. There's some thoughts you get when you're up there. Like there's some thoughts I've gotten. Like you don't get it on a normal bus. You're even planning. You are seeing the normal Nigerian road now, right? So there are some people you meet, the conversations. See, I always say that your next breakthrough, your next what you call, let me shock you guys. Sometimes your next what you call purpose is in a conversation you have never had because of the locations and the environment you have never been. Your next purpose, as it were, your next what you call purpose, as it were, right, is in the environment you have not been because you have not had the conversations, because you have not traveled down there. So have a budget for your environmental awareness. You understand? Do you know that? I begin to. Some people do not. Let me shock some people. They don't realize this. Like when you said paying attention to yourself, right? Some people do not realize that. Have you ever noticed that when you are in the shower, when you're having your shower, the thought that comes to you is different? Why is that?
Very true.
When you are in the beach, there was one country that I went to. I have to I reached. I just I just entered. We entered and we used the jet to just do one or two things. And I said, guy, I know the fear anything. Let's just do this stuff. And some of the thoughts I begin to experience there, and some of the things I do, it's just different. Do you know that many times, over 80 or 70% of our body mass is water?
Yeah.
So when you are around that, you are getting to your creativity, your genius domain. So when you're in the shower, your body is understanding that reality. Okay. Is getting acquainted with it. That's some people you can never have some conversation. Even they are your friends or things. You want to do some studies. Their mindset is it's far because they've not been there. You get? So when I begin to, that's why in studying yourself, you're studying your environment. What does human? Some persons they don't sleep. Some people why they don't sleep is that they don't realize that the meat that they eat affects their sleeping capacity or ability.
That's true.
But saying, for you to not resort to drugs and everything, it's just for you to reset how you sleep or when you sleep. Some of these things are part of the things that are part of our awareness. You understand? Are part of our awareness. So, and some of these things you're just having a conversation with people who have traveled the world, who have seen the world before, and you are in someone met me recently. There was an event I went for, and I just paid for just 2 hours. Just being in a setting 2 hours. It's 50,000 naira. This was like, do you mean you paid that? I said, I don't understand. Do you know? I said, that's nothing because I'm gonna experience something. You go and pay 5K or 10K. You'll be at the back. Me, the 50K I'm paying, I'll be at the front, and I'll be out with people that I can connect with. From there, I got contact with another person that open door and all of that. Do you know the way the people see me now, someone even went to look for my number and say, where the one I saw in that place sitting there? I said, yes. He said, wow, why? I'm just investing because I need to understand, okay, how does this person interact? How does this person interact? Because forget, we human beings are product of influences, right?
That's
So
true.
if the influence around you is not strong enough, and you will always resort to the greatest influence around you. So if the influence around you is not powerful enough, you are going to resort to the low. Your mates are doing amazing. I say, you are resting. Somebody tell you as a youth, be calming down. Let nobody bother you. Pressure. I said, quiet.
Those are the real village people.
Village people. What your competition as it were? If there's anything, competition is good, but it should not be people within your space. It should be people outside the country.
True.
If you are thinking global, if you are talking about you dominating, you living a life of purpose, because some people, what they call purpose, once they leave this geography, is dead. It's dead. Because you get to get somewhere, and you talk about the use of car. Example. Some people are using 015 car, 016 car to bully the people around them. Because you have a machine, that was improve your self-esteem. Right? So, like I said, I tell people that if money is what makes you have confidence, you only have confidence when you have money. See, you still have a low self-esteem. You still don't understand yourself. What if the money goes? Because you don't understand that your life is worth more than rubies. That was just what I said. I say your life is worth more than that. So environment is very, very, very powerful, right? So Faith, there's a question for you. How can I be focused? How can I be focused?
So,
this conversation is getting interesting.
Yeah, like powerful thoughts that you shared. Like really, guys, I think that at this point, this is the point where even if you've registered for the conference, you go and pay for 10 more people. Like I'm investing in your future with this, because if this is what you're listening to on a pre-conference, like wow, poof. So yeah, before I answer this question, there's something that I wanted to just quickly emphasize, and it is, as you pay attention in your skill, many times we think that the mastery that we build is the mastery of skill. It's not the mastery of that skill, it's the mastery of the bed of the skill. I'll give you an example. For some people, you're a good writer. Let me use that. You're skilled in writing. And you could think that that's just, no, that's not. What's the channel? What's the funnel? What's the bed of writing? Are you fundamentally a thinker? Are you fundamentally a creator? What's that intangible, right? You know, many times we're so focused on the tangible that we fail to pay attention to the intangible. Right, we have people who are good thinkers. Some persons have photochromic brains. My younger brother, for example, is a creative. Like, he does not need to think. He just needs to sit down. If he should put his hand on a book, he can create anything. He does not. You know, the funny thing is, once he's done with that thing, he has forgotten about it. Do you see? So you need to pay attention to your skill, right? Now, coming to this question, how can I be focused? I think that many times when we ask questions like this, when people ask questions like, how can I be this? How can I do more of this? Fundamentally, we think that we are disempowered. We do not realize the power that we have. We do not realize the control that we have. And I don't know why that is, right? And so the way to be focused is to discipline yourself to be focused. And there's something I call implicative intelligence. Implicative intelligence simply speaks to your ability to implicate yourself to environments and scenarios that can spur you to be the person that you want to be. And so if you find that you're not a focused person and you're unable at that point, you are disempowered to do the work to become focused, what you can now do is find people who are more focused. Implicate yourself. What I started to do when I was young. When I was 16, my best friend was 32. She was 32 years old. It was intentional because as a young person, I knew where I was going to. And sometimes I remember I was having a conversation with one of my mentors, and he casually asked me, "How old are you?" And when I told him my age, was like, "No, Faith, that can't be your age." Now I'm saying that, I'm saying that to say that that's implicated intelligence. Implicate yourselves to environment and scenarios that will spur you to be that person you want to be. I was listening to Cody Sanchez, and I think she had a podcast with Chris this morning. I think I saw the video somewhere on Instagram, and she said something. She said her personal trainer told her that she could mirror his six packs. No, I think she asked him that. She jokingly told him that, "I wish I could have your six packs," right? And then he said, "You could have it." And she was like, "Oh wow, let's how?" And he said something. He said, "If you stay long enough with me, if you hang around long enough with me, every day I go to the gym. Every day I do this, I do this, I do that. If you stay long enough with me, you don't know when you would start doing those things." Do you see that? So the way to be focused is first discipline. When you catch yourself veering, right? Veering off course. And now let me preface that by saying, because I think I'm assuming that when you ask how to be focused is because you already know what you want to do. Because you can't be focused if you don't have a decision. There is no image in front of you, first of all. You need to have an image in front of you. So I just want to preface that so that I'm not assuming that you already have a defined image. You already have what you want to achieve, what you want to be focused on. If you don't, you need that on, because it's just like saying, how can I drive? But you don't have a car. How do you want to drive? You need to have a car to drive. So you need to have an image to be able to focus on that image. For you to snap somebody, the person needs to be there. There need to be a person there for you to carry your phone camera and focus on that image. Do you see that? So first things first, you need to have an image. And when you catch yourself veering, of course, realize that you have the strength. One thing is, many times social media, we're scrolling and we think, oh, and then when we finish doing everything, we now start to form one nonsense anger. I'm dissatisfied with my life. Something that you created with your own hand. I'm dissatisfied with my life. Like, is this somebody that was scrolling the social media for you, or what's your problem? Dude, you'll not be spoon-fed. You need to tell yourself the truth and call out your bullshit. Yes, you did crap today. You have the power to say, I will not open my phone till it's 11. I would not touch my phone today. I won't spend more than 4 hours on social media. You have that power. And if you find that it's difficult, simply implicate yourself. Put yourselves in a situation that will choke that nonsense out of you. And you would be able to focus on what you need to focus on. I hope I answered that question. Was it Kenny? I hope I answered that question.
Thank you very much, Faith. Thank you very, very, very much. Amazing answer, right? You talked about, when you stay around people that, whose light is shining already, or what, making progress already, make excuses to be around them, right? Our focus. Make excuses to be around them. Make excuses. But I'm busy. I'm this. I'm that. When you make excuses to be around those who are ahead or whose lights are already shining, it's gonna shine too. Part of the excuse you make is being this kind of event. Being this kind of event, don't go and be in the. I used to tell people that all fingers are not equal, but yours must not be the smallest. It must not be the smallest finger.
That's true.
There are so many crazy things we've done for personal development. We're like, you guys, are you serious? It's the way it is, right? Because nobody becomes great who doesn't make useful sacrifices. Because not all sacrifices are not sacrifices are useful, but so you to become great, you must make useful sacrifices. And one of the useful sacrifices you must make is make a conscious excuse and deliberate attempt to be around those who are already in this thing. It's just simple. It's not osmosis in biology. Most from air of lower concentration, air concentration. That's what it is. Understand? Projectile physics, for you to move to a certain level, you have to take a shot. Like the pressure have to go against gravity and all of that. So that's how it works. So you must make a deliberate effort to be around those who are already doing things. Be around them, serve them. That's the thing, right? Serve them and not serving. Some people volunteer today, they are looking for certificates. Are you serious? Yeah, are you getting certificate for this? Imagine. That's why you're not focusing on being. You want to go and show it on social media. I will congratulate you. BLK, this thing. You're not going to put photograph that they're not able to put. You know, is it that? Is it that so low esteem that you not put it? They just say you should put. Are you so concerned with the congratulation than doing the actual work, right? Yeah, was it? Someone that is not even in school.
Do you know? Let me say this. Let me say this, right? And I'm not trying to bash anybody that has posted Forbes BLK. They'll celebrate. But you know what I realize is that the Forbes community so studied the Black community that they realized that we had so much crave for validation. That email said, "Do not use our logo."
It was
said, "Don't use our logo." Everybody still had to use it. They must know I'm a. And you know the reason why they did it? To sell their conference. So it's not that the community.
I saw the fee. And I was saying, Ikechi that has not eaten since morning. Do you have $200 or something to go and pay? Dollar has gone up. So it's crazy. Focus on you. If you can get anything from this, see, this session is so powerful. What I would advise you, go over it again and again. For some things you hear, just some things that are not. You see, many tables are shattered. It's for your benefit, right? Focus on you. So be around, make excuse. Make excuse to be around people who are doing great. Your light will definitely shine forth. You know, there's one post I read one time about pictures and all of that, right? Exposure, right? So when you expose yourself to the right and quality kind of persons, you begin to experience the same amount of result that they're experiencing. Because you begin to see some of the things, or some things are not taught, they are caught. You need to listen, you need to hear, some things. You know the way it is now. When your mom, your dad decide to talk to you, you know what they mean by not uttering words. So you need to learn some of those things. These are the things that help, right? Focus on you, and make excuse. Make it. So some persons say, I cannot come. Can't attend events in your city. There's an event, So once you travel. I was in Lagos for PK's event. Someone said, now. I said, I don't understand. They say now they find how they put that in for proper now.
They find something
now leg the long the part. Someone is doing an event. I should not be waiting. Oh, sir, when are you coming to simple now ask, when are you coming to Abuja? When are you coming to Benin? When are you coming to go and find? You're hearing people are coming from different places for this event. You're already okay. I will try. No, you make excuses to be around because just one phrase. See, many things that will change your life it's just one phrase, one sentence, one line, one contact.
That's true.
And you just need one. You don't need many keys to open it.
Need
door.
many keys. Just
PK
the right
always
key.
say that. Just the right.
Just the right key. And that right key is just conversations that you had, questions that you ask, answers you receive, insights, and just listening to people. All of that. It's essential. So to stay focused, there was a question that was up there just now about flames. Put it up, Israel. Talking about flames, how to burn your flames and not fire. Okay. When burning your flame and things don't seem to working on, what do you do to keep it up? Okay, Faith, let me try and answer this. Many times, I used to podcast a lot. One thing I would advise to do, listen to podcast a lot. It's going to help you. There's so many things that you not hear on, like what we're saying now. Some of the things maybe we'll not get to write about them or not like that. They're just coming at the spot of the moment and questions that have been asked and thoughts that have been catch up, right? So one thing you must do, there was something I saw about PK recently that he said, and I really love. We're running up soon. This conversation can just go on and on. I mean, I feel just take it to 11, but we're running up soon. So let me try and answer this question. They say you're coming. So something that happened. He said everything on this world is run by designs, right? Forget everything on this world is run by designs. So everything we do, like even this DOLBAF we're doing right now, we have an agenda for it, and it's spelled out.
Yeah.
you're going to dominate globally. You're going to begin to see the reason why you should dominate globally. And people already who have proof, POW, proof of work, right? They're not coming to motivate you. Don't give up. It's not those kind of people we're bringing, right? Don't give up. Try and do this. No. That's not the thing. Because some persons need to give up on so many things. So that's why I'll come to this thing. Many times. See, let me tell you something. I studied agriculture and I'm into agriculture. I invest heavily in agriculture. One thing I've seen that not all seed grow everywhere. Not all seed grow everywhere. You must realize this thing. Not every seed grow everywhere. Apple naturally is not growing in Nigeria, except maybe in Jos, Plateau State. They have to now use some other things to. It is not. Not that the seed is not good though. It is the soil where it is planted. So many times, what I advise people to do is to try out many things. When I mean try out many things, this is not an antithesis. I wrote a post about it. This is not an antithesis to become lazy. Right?
Stupid.
Because so many parents are lazy. They have not talked to themselves about that. This is not an antithesis to become lazy. It's just that you need to, everyone's welcome. So it's just that you need to realize that, there's things you will do, it will not work. I need to do that, it will work again. So this also boils down to conversations, meetings and events. There are some persons that it's just one meeting that happened. Let me. This is a faith-based meeting for some persons that don't realize it. Umar shared something recently. Some people are Christian-based here. So he said something that was a few years ago. He said one of his brother, he got a loan. So he traveled. He went to watch match to one of those countries to watch match, and they were watching match. They were complaining. This guy is going to borrow money. You don't want to borrow money to travel. Just get the idea of what we are saying. I want to go borrow money. They will drag you. He was in that for a purpose. That's why don't do what people are doing if you don't know what they know. Right? I mean, tell you something that is not by money, it's not by having money. You don't know how much I have in my account that I'm not using. So have sense and wisdom. This life is wisdom, right? I will tell you that it's not by money. I'm okay. I'm doing well. I will not lie to you. I'll be lying to you if I tell you I don't do well. That will be like I'm doing well. I'm doing amazingly well, right? So I mean, I'm saying something for you to realize something, right? So that's why ability to hear is very important. So he went to that conference, he was there and all of that. We're just talking, and one person met him and said, we want to be exporting something to this country. Do you know anything about it? Like me, personally, if you tell me if I know something about it, I don't tell you I don't know. I know. I will not go and do research, that's why. So my friends called me. If a friend of mine was in the US when they wanted to do something, said, okay, who should I call? It's Francis. You always have information about everything, right? You must be a generalist. You must know a lot of things about everything. As like today, when you're talking about politics, talking about economy, I know.
Powerful.
So I know about many things.
Sorry,
so talking about politics, I can be a generalist. Know a lot. That's some people that they can't hold conversations. Like, know a lot about many things. They talk about politics, relationship, anything.
So good.
All facets. I am grounded. I will not lie. And I'm still learning a lot about things. So what happened was that, right? So in that meeting, that's why conversations can bear purpose. Conversation can bear purpose. So what happened in that meeting? Yeah, conversation can bear purpose.
Yeah.
Do not be started by stigma. You're waiting for God, you're praying. No. Even God said, use words in your hand. Words in your hand can be a skill. Some of you can talk, you are shy. You don't even know the proper power in that. So what happened was that it was in that meeting. So yes, I can do it. Dude, that guy became a net exporter of a certain product in Nigeria. But what I called him, you are traveling, you are spending money, you are doing this one, you are wasting money. He asked me, I said, have you ever seen 10 million in your life? I said, no. I don't know the amount. Call the amount. Have you seen it? He said, no. He said, but you're a man of God. He said, don't worry. And that guy became, why? Because he was in the right environment. So your flame will not blow. Your flame will not turn to fire in the wrong environment. The wrong environment will kill your flame. The wrong environment will kill your seed. The wrong environment will crumble you.
Blow it. Yeah.
So you get I may say something that it's not about money. I'm not saying do not have money. If you don't have money in this Nigeria, see, you are not
going
doing
to
well.
be frustrated.
You are going to be frustrated. You are going to have dreams until you become a dream. You're going to have dream until you become a dream. Right? Your dream can talk to next day in this country. So have money, have weight. But I'm just saying that conversations are important, right? So be in the right room. You know,
Yeah.
okay, let me not disclose some figures. There's something that I did recently. You know, it's a good figure. It's not all those 2K costs. I don't sell 2K costs. I'm not discounting those who sell it. There's just a way I position myself that the kind of things that I attract are big things, right? Why? Because of the amount of investment I made in myself. So I was able to attract that because of the amount of investment I made in myself. And this thing is in millions. It's not 10 million. It's not 30 million. It's not 40 million. It's not 50 million. Right? So it was because of the way I've invested in myself. And so the person and that itself has beget on other things. So it's just that I may say, okay, that's my purpose for now. After this event, I'm focusing on all that and other things too that have come alongside with it. And I said, that's my purpose. No, it's just that what I found my hand to do, I'm doing it well. So I'm so knowledgeable in a lot of things that means that I'm trying out a lot of things and I'm good at them. And how do you become good at a lot of things? Who are the people in that field that you're doing? Who are the best guys in that field? Are you paying for their courses? Okay, this one is very expensive. You're not serious. You're not serious at all. So it's not those 5K, 10K peanuts that you are selling that will make you, because even in Africa, you have to realize that you have to blow fast, right? So you have to be, you have to blow fast. Success is sweet when you are young. Success is sweet when you are young. Forget what anybody tell you. You don't need to be old before you enjoy, right? So try out a lot of things by being around people in the right environment, paying for their courses, having an excuse to be around them, right? When you do all of that, you begin to attract, you begin to see your genius domain begin to unravel, right? That you are effortless, you are good, you are doing amazingly well, and it's just everything. I believe in the power of compound interest. Compound interest. I'm a businessman, so I believe everything compounds. Like I would say, foolishness compounds, so does wisdom compound, right? Everything is compounding. If you are not learning to be wise every day, it means you are setting yourself up to act foolishly every day, right? So everything is compounding. Everything is compounding. So how are you improving yourself, right? How are you improving yourself? Because see, forget, your light is not going to shine just once. It's gradual process, right? So that itself is going to help you, right? So I hope I'll be able to answer your question. Say, can someone think beyond his own environment and I can do it, like doing great things in a local fair? We've already talked about that. You understand?
Yeah.
You cannot be doing great things if you're not around great people. So you can confess from now to tomorrow. There are so many things that will never unlock to you in your environment. There are certain. That's why what I do sometimes, see, I do what I call just spoil yourself moments, right? Just be around in your city. This is what you do. See, this thing is not hard, but the problem is that people don't do it. Get to the best. Is it a resort center? Is it an hotel? Go and rent it for one night. Right? Be around where people are talking about great things. It can be once a month, once in 2 months. Do those things to expose your mind to that frequency. We may buy flight ticket now. Okay, I come to look at buy flight ticket. You're just wasting money. No, I'm not wasting money. That's the thing. I'm not wasting money. I'm preparing my mind. I'm working my mind to see that possibility. Now, when someone is calling 2 million, 10 million, 5 million, it's not strange to you, right? So, like you that is saying something, can someone think, see, you can never, your environment is more powerful than your willpower. You can never do any great things beyond the environment, right? You can never. So do some things. Just go. That's what you can do. Go there, take the best, the most expensive meal, Take it. Take it. It's once in a while. Don't go and be doing it every time. If you have resource for it, it's okay. If you have budget for it, it's okay. I'm just saying, if you are starting out, this is what I do. You understand? So, be in the right environment. Expose your mind to possibility. Be around people that are calling figures. Just be there. Just be listening. When people tell you that 10 million is nothing, 20 million, 100 million is nothing, 1 billion is nothing, accept it. Don't reject it. You also want to reject it. When someone compliments it, you're doing well, you speak so well, don't reject it. It's by God's grace. So no. Receive compliments. All these things matters a lot because you are training your mind. Don't forget what Faith said. It's the investment in your mind. You're training your mind to accept this is your new reality. And before you know it, everything begins to align. Success is 80% mindset. First. Okay, I want to say something. Awesome. But time is gone.
Awesome. I know that if we allow Francis, we'll not live here tonight, honestly. Thank you so much, man. The table that you guys have scattered this night, God help us. Thank you so much. I believe Faith has something to say. So I'm just going to give you just a few minutes to just wrap up your thoughts for us.
All right. Thank you so much, Efosa. By the way, I love how you speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will just wrap up by saying this. Have the intelligence to look for the best globally. While Francis was talking, and that question that someone asked on how can you think beyond your environment, I realized that a whole lot of our role models, right? When we say role models, I'm not throwing shade, right? They are also local champions.
Yes, ma'am.
They are also local champions, and you want to take over the world, but the person that you are listening to cannot even take over K2. Do you understand? Now, I'm not saying, right?
That's right. Because you are looking up to.
I'm not saying, right, that you should disregard. I'm somebody who believes in honor, and I understand that before people, get into that position, that spotlight, they have the intelligence, so you can't still honor them. However, there is a different intelligence at work when somebody is in the spotlight and sustaining it. So for whatever it is that you're doing, for that person, you're thinking, how can I be the best? How can I go global? It's a black mindset. For example, when we think who are role models, many of you here, if you list your role models, they are all Nigerians, right? The ones that you're even talking about globally, they are people you like. They are not necessarily people you are actively studying. So for whatever it is that you're doing, look for the best 5, not in your country, in the world. Study them, eat them up. The truth is, when you implicate yourself on that energy level, it's magnetic. It's an energetic force field. It will pull you in when you.
Wow. Okay. Network not again.
Wow. I think it's network.
Yeah,
you can just leave us here. We'll be here for hours. Guys, you have to listen to this over and over again. So many wisdom distilled, so many tables shattered that will help you, right? And help me too, and help all of us. So, see, DOLBAF is this week. What you just see now, what you experienced today is just a tips of the iceberg, right? Use a conversation online, not over a conversation offsite. The energy on site and online are two different variables, right? So see, do everything within your power. What we're doing, we are curating a 30 years experience, right? In DOLBAF this Saturday. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. I'm telling you. DOLBAF is money back guarantee. If you come for DOLBAF and everything we say you need experience, we give you your money. We will offer a public apology to you. Right? So guys, do everything. Like I always say, move mountains to be in DOLBAF. Be there. Don't maybe some of you are subscribing for basic. Guy. Go for the executive. There is a reason. We're going to have a dinner with our keynote speakers and all of that. So it's going to be a very powerful conversation, and you are going to see your life is going to change, right? Drastically. Your life is going to change. I guarantee that. Your life is going to change. If you come for DOLBAF and you experience that, just text me, and I will send you your money back that you paid. So it is that assurance for us. So be in DOLBAF. If you are listening to me right now from anywhere in the world, try and connect, right? If you can travel down. These are the sacrifices you need to make. For your next move is in the meetings you have not attended, the post persons you have not listened to, the conversation you've not had. I'm telling you. So that's how you live a life of purpose and power. You must be deliberate about this thing, right? So be deliberate, guys. See you on Saturday.
Thank you.
It has been a long conversation. See you guys on Saturday. Super pumped to receive you guys. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've heard it right from the convener. I don't think I have much words to put into that anymore. Thank you so much, guys, for staying till this time. Network kind of interrupted Faith's conversation, and I believe you've learned a lot tonight. See, there's a difference between flame and fire. If you've been penning down, you need to go back to your notes, go and read for your own life and destiny. This is not for anybody. It's for you to be a better version of yourself. That's the goal. No competition with anybody. It's all about you. You first. Exactly. Thank you so much for coming tonight. If you've not purchased your ticket, do well to click on the link, purchase the tickets, tell your friends, tell your family member, tell your enemies, tell everybody around you that DOLBAF is happening this Saturday. I'm going to see you there at the venue. I'm excited. I'm sure you are too. So follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and get consistent updates on everything that we're doing. And I believe so well that you will experience a shift. Thank you so much, guys, for staying till this time. Love you guys. I'm so excited that the pre-conference series has come to an end. So tonight, I take a bow out of moderating, and you guys have been amazing. Thanks to all our amazing speakers, beginning from Mr. Andrew, Mr. Pepe Emmanuel, we had Mr. Francis, Faith, all our amazing speakers. Thank you so much. Mr. Osayi, honestly, we're so grateful. The DOLBAF family loves you, and we say thank you. So this is me signing out tonight. Take care of yourself and be good. See you on Saturday. Bye for now. Bye.